You always pick some tough,
well-
I really have to pay attention sometimes. Like
That's why the quiz is there, so I know that you're...
off.
Damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Welcome.
Seems like we just did this yesterday.
You know what? We're just stacking them like pancakes. It's a good meal.
Well, I hope they taste better than the pancakes I make.
I got chocolate chips in them. They're perfect.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You don't
like
even need
blueberries
syrup. They're so
personally.
good. All right. Well,
Okay.
I'll make
Yeah.
blueberry ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So today we're going to be watching something from 1968. Not the earliest. I think Psycho so far is the earliest movie we've seen.
Okay.
But this one's from 1968. It's a bona fide classic. The movie is, a bona fide science fiction classic.
Oh, okay.
Planet of the Apes.
Henry VIII?
No. Planet of the Apes.
Oh, Planet of the Apes. Well,
Yes.
Henry VIII was a bit of
Yeah, he was like a sort of baboony, I guess, you know.
a bit of an ape, I think. Had a lot of wives.
He wasn't a nice guy, I heard. But
I don't know.
yeah, well,
How come he lost so many wives then?
Well, that's why. Mostly by choice, but also because he wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a million of these. There was original series of movies. I think they did 5 of them. They used to play a lot of the sequels on TV all the time. They did a live action TV series. They did an animated TV series back in the 70s, and they did a remake of this one in 2001, and that wasn't successful. But then they did sort of a remake reboot series over the last couple of years.
Well, nothing between 68 and 201?
Well, there was nothing between the 80s and 201.
Right.
Like there was the live action show was in the 70s, and the cartoon show was in the 70s. The cartoon show was Return to the Planet of the Apes, and I think it doesn't really matter. I can't remember what the other one was called. Back to the Planet of the Apes. There was a lot of everything was something Planet of the Apes, including the movies.
Yeah.
And this one, I think you'll enjoy it. And one little connection here is that the script is co-written by Rod Serling.
Oh, yeah.
From Twilight Zone. So it'll be, like a bit of an old home for you, maybe.
Okay, good.
I like the way he writes. And this was a big budget thing. You'll recognize at least the lead. And I think you will. You'll get them.
Even with the costume on?
No, I'm not counting them. There are humans in this movie, I promise.
Oh!
A couple, anyways.
We'll see what we can do then.
All right, so let's Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, we've aged hardly at all.
Do you recognize them?
Nope, not yet.
Purely personal. Seen from out here.
Doesn't look familiar.
It's Charlton Heston.
Who?
Charlton Heston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Moses.
Wow.
It squashes a man's ego.
I still didn't see it.
That's all right.
Yeah, interesting. I don't think I saw this movie. Which must be a fireproof suit. Put a stogie in there.
It's got a pocket ashtray.
Mm-hmm. They have a rude awakening, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, James Whitmore, too.
Mm-hmm.
He grew a beard while he was sleeping, eh?
Yeah. They were down for a long time.
Yeah.
Stuart.
She got a beard, too? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Broken glass on her cryo chamber.
She didn't do that well.
No. Better get out of there or none of them will do very well. Got to see if they can breathe.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Not very green there, though.
No. They went far then, apparently. They went a long ways if that, like,
Yeah.
6 months took them like 600 years. They kept going for.
Yeah.
Whew.
In the time,
Yeah, well, they've just, yeah,
speed, and
you got it. Like once you hit that light speed, like he said.
one little dinghy.
Yeah, there were supposed to be 4 of them too.
Would have been, yeah.
Okay, we're here to stay.
Sorry, I was thinking about Stuart.
It's a fact, Landon. Buy it. You'll sleep better.
That way. Any particular reason?
None at all.
Okay.
You know, he's having a good time.
Yeah, I guess so. 72 hours to walk, ooh, somewhere.
Yeah.
I think they missed Earth, eh?
I guess they were just supposed to go like out. That was the intention.
Yeah.
And just fly out, and hopefully their thing didn't get destroyed and they could communicate back and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Now you're going to have to climb up the other side.
No. They're down for now.
You can stop, guys. Oh, yeah, that big one fall on you then.
Yeah, right. Go and hide under another boulder.
I can't help thinking somewhere in the universe there has to be something better than man.
Has to be.
Life.
So let's kill it.
Yeah. Dig it up and...
Just let it die. That's all.
Looks a little bigger than, well, maybe not.
Well,
Yeah, I think it's a little bigger than the first one, isn't it?
there you go. So yeah, looks like it. They're moving in the right direction. Oh,
Where's the apes, eh?
yeah. A lot more plants now. Scarecrows.
Scarecrows?
I didn't think they had any heads, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are doing a lot of walking and climbing, aren't they?
Yeah, considering how little water they have, but I guess you do what you gotta.
They're in pretty good shape, though, too.
Well, they're astronauts, right? They're supposed to be trained for whatever.
I guess so.
Hell with the scarecrows.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Hmm.
There's a whole herd of them.
Yeah.
Blessed are the vegetarians.
This is the best they've got around here. In 6 months, we'll be running this planet.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. There are the apes. Mm-hmm.
They're not very nice guys.
No, they're really not.
Mm-hmm.
Smile.
Cleaning them up a bit, eh?
I guess so, right? They do stink, apparently.
Oh, don't be silly. He's perfectly tame.
They're all tame until they take a chunk out of you. See? He keeps pretending he can talk. Careful, Doctor. What did I tell you? I'll try that again and I'll break your arm!
Uh-huh.
The sooner he is exterminated, the better.
Ooh.
You hurt him! Take him inside!
Could you read that?
I think he wrote, I can write.
Okay.
Yeah, I could only really read the word write, but
Yeah.
which is a pretty good message to send.
Oh, yes. Is he the only one that's left now?
The one guy got shot in the back, and the
Yeah.
other guy got dragged out of the water. We don't know what happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he fell off the cliff before he did, sorry.
I'm taking him out of here.
He's vicious, Doctor. Besides, it's against the rules.
Do as I say! Then how do you account for me?
I don't.
That the ape evolved from a lower order primate, possibly man.
Touchy, isn't he?
Nonsense.
Yep.
These orders come from Dr. Zaius himself. There's nothing she can do about it.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Oop.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, we're not expecting that.
No.
Yeah, me Tarzan, you Jane.
Clean him up a little.
Or get him away from the bars. Yeah, being a little more careful with them now.
He's having fun.
Right?
Then why is he called the accused? Your honors must think him guilty of something.
He's not being tried. He's being disposed of.
Allow me to expose this hoax by direct examination.
Proceed, Doctor, but do not turn this hearing into a farce.
Be read into the record.
You, Dr. Cornelius, read it.
He really didn't want to be the one to read it. Ooh.
He doesn't learn, does he?
No, no.
He must be a human.
That's what you want to do to me! Bailiff, gag the animal! Damn you! Objection! Sustained!
Their speech organ.
Is that guy Rodney McDowell?
Yeah,
I thought so.
certainly got the voice, right?
No, I just figured it because of the process of elimination.
Yeah, fair enough.
He'll soon be brought to trial for heresy. What about me? Oh, you're...
That's James Whitmore there.
Who?
James Whitmore.
Okay.
Dr.
Yep.
Zaius.
Yep, that makes sense.
You may well call it upside down since you occupy its lowest level, and deservedly so.
Grab him!
There you go.
We've got to move fast. If you insist, but I'm not taking any orders.
All right, come on, let's go.
Sounds like an order.
Do you have any weapons, any guns?
The best, but we won't need them.
I'm glad to hear it. I want one anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be in trouble for that.
We've been in trouble since the moment we met you.
It's an ancient taboo set forth in the sacred scrolls. The law gives...
How can they be on the opposite side?
I guess it's like, I don't know.
Must be a bridge, eh?
Must be, right? Or that's like the head of it, the head of the river. Comes right out of that cave or right below them. It's finally shaven.
Somehow, it makes you look less intelligent.
Oh.
If there's any more shooting, Dr. Zaius, you'll be the first to go.
Out of range.
Withdraw!
Always giving orders, just like every other adult.
But it'd be conjecture, not proof.
Yep.
Got one.
Yeah.
Another 4,000 or 5,000 left, maybe.
That's right. A million or two. I don't know how many there are on this planet.
I ought to kill you right now. Come on.
Sneaked up on me while I was feeding the horses. What's happened to honor? You can't trust the older generation.
I know what you mean. Keep them flying.
What?
The flags of discontent. Remember, never trust anybody over 30. Doctor, I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
All right, but you're so damned ugly.
So damn ugly. Off into the sunset, I guess.
Yeah.
What will he find out there, Doctor?
His destiny.
Fair.
Oh, they used to be New York or something?
Oh my God. I'm back.
All the time.
Yeah.
Damn you all to hell!
Yeah. You got it from the spikes. You're right. One of the biggest twist endings in
Yep.
movies. All right.
Unfortunately, we couldn't go in it because they were repairing or doing some work on it. So
All right. So that was Planet of the Apes.
well, I got that.
Yeah.
I figured that would up. pretty well about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one I was, the ape or the human. But
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that, it's definitely using apes as a way of, like, showing what we as humans do.
yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, pop quiz. You're the pop. Here's your quiz.
You always make some toughy.
well-
I really have to pay attention sometimes. My
That's
dozing
why
off.
the quiz is there, so I know that
Dozing
you're...
off is- Okay, go ahead.
All right, well, okay, so I mentioned there's a bunch of sequels.
Yes, you did.
What do you think happens in the next movie? Just a guess.
Now he goes. Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
He goes back. He actually finds New York,
Okay.
and all the apes come in a big boat,
Okay.
and they have a big party on the deck.
What a deal.
Well, right there in downtown New York, right at the harbor, they have a big party.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a welcoming, and then then the humans have a little problem.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of try to chase the apes away. I think that's it.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you what happens because you got it.
It would be a good party. And,
You know,
and
it
what's her
would.
name? Nova's sort of like now she's the president of the United States.
As she should be, yeah.
And Taylor is sort of the first man, I guess.
Yeah,
it is,
yeah, he'd be
something
the first man, yeah.
Yeah. And they don't have any kids. They have a baby ape.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Baby ape.
That's
yeah,
important.
But it's a little boy ape, though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and I think that's probably, and I'm not sure about how far that goes.
No, I think you got it. That's like the later sequels are a little different, but like they continue on. But that's like the second one.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Boom.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's one of my favorites. It's got a million sequels, as I said, and different stuff. But I wouldn't say it's a particularly influential movie beyond itself. I don't think there's like
The sequels, what do you mean?
the sequels for sure, but and like its series and the series that came after. But there isn't a lot of things that I would say like borrow, like pop culture borrows from it. Like The Simpsons have spoofs of it, of course, and that kind of thing.
Dr. Zayas, oh, Dr. Zayas.
But like it didn't like drive a cinema in a way or storytelling in a way.
Yeah. At first I wasn't sure whether it was a satire or whether it was sort of, okay, guys, this is what you're doing, so smarten up.
Well, I don't think it is that, right? Like that's what I think that's partially maybe the ending and those elements. I feel like they had a lot to do with Rod Serling had a lot to do with those. The twist ending, of course, he loves his twist endings. He's very good at them. In fact, that ending is very similar to an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly,
That's before the party in the boat then.
That's it. Yeah, no, yeah. The sequels are not so much of Twilight Zone. When they get to the party in the boat in New York.
Yeah,
and
they probably kicked Rod Sterling out and got somebody like, Red Skelton or
That's
something.
it, right? I'd
To
watch
write
a
the
Red
co-
Skelton
write
movie.
Yeah, there you go.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a Red Skelton Christmas special, actually.
Okay, yeah.
With Vincent Price singing, so that was kind of
Who's
interesting.
singing?
Vincent Price.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he sings a little song. It was kind of fun. Yeah. I'm a big fan of that movie. I like the way
This
it's
one here,
done.
you mean?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I have mixed feelings, actually.
Okay.
I like some of the effects. I really like those guys coming down the sand dunes. Because I know what it's like.
You've had a...
And they come sliding and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that little joke at the end there too, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
About her. Yeah, I heard
I
the
guess
last...
the scene where they come wailing into the cornfields, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
And
The hunt
lassoing
there.
them and all
Yeah.
that. That was kind of cool. I like
Yeah.
that part. The rest of it was just kind of a mundane, carry on, normal type story.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that you're not like that movie. I think the thing that it does the best for me is it creates a world, like a believable world, and like has this world building. And I think that's one of the reasons that I enjoyed coming back to it for the sequels so much, is because it tells more and more and gives you the backstory of the planet and all these things and what happened between them leaving and coming back 2,000 years later or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see that those are not the things that matter to you as much, which is fine. It's perfect. It's the way it should be.
Yeah, like I said, I've got to be entertained.
Absolutely. absolutely.
And the deeper it is, the less I am entertained.
Well, all right, that's fair.
I'm on a superficial planet here. You know
what? That's good to know.
My work experience was too intense and too structured. I don't.
No,
I like
keep
to
it
be able
at surface
to
level.
just enjoy it. And I'll say with you, like I said, it was a little mundane, a little. I wouldn't say slow. A little. I can't think of the right word.
But yeah.
But it was okay. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. But
the characters were good.
Yeah, I like them. I like I like Cornelius and Zira, the two
research
apes.
people.
Yeah,
doctors or whatever they were.
And you can see there was different, and it comes out in later movies, but you can see there's different types of apes, and they all have kind of different roles, right? Like the scientists are the, I guess, chimps, or maybe it's not chimps, but then the gorillas are the soldiers.
Right.
The orangutans are the politicians. You know, so it's kind of I like, and that was again goes into what I enjoyed about it. That the
those
society
characters
that puts together.
the characters are good. They had a good role to play.
And Dr. Zaius, and he only shows up at the end, but Lucius, the kid,
Yeah.
he's a very 1968 kind of kid there.
Don't trust anybody 30-year-old. Talk to your elders, but don't trust anybody 30 years old.
Yeah, 30s or 30 or older, absolutely.
Yeah, that was with old people
It's
in
like
those days,
when people were like jumping, when he got jumped, he's like, "There's no honor anymore."
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, that was a good part.
Yeah.
And that played into what more like, but we know of that. Yeah.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
What did you think of the makeup in the movie?
Oh, they did a good job on that. No question about that. Yeah.
It won a special Oscar. They didn't have a competitive makeup effects award at the time, but John Chambers, the guy who got it, got a special recognition Academy Award, which he deserved.
Well, they made it up so good that they actually look real.
Oh yeah, and like there was good movement. Like, and there's no. I mean, it's not going to be like a radio-controlled things in the mouth or anything, but there's really good movement and expression. Especially, I think her especially. Like, obviously, they left the eyes as much as you can so you can like act, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was something even in her eyebrows. Like she was Dr. Zira there.
You could almost get feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the music. I don't know if it would be memorable to you, but I like the very sort of discordant kind of like blah, 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 just like giving you a sense that things are very, very strange, right? Like,
well, possibly. I remember the music, but I don't. And all of it seemed to fit.
Yeah.
And when that was outstanding or awful, so.
Yeah, gorgeous scenery.
Blended in. Oh yeah, I kept wondering where that was.
Me too.
I kept thinking, like the Grand Canyon area of the Colorado River, or that desert down in New Mexico, or something.
Or just like like
but
or
the
Nevada.
close-ups were set up though.
Yeah.
The long-range ones were real. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there was definitely some stuff done on like studios and that kind of thing. But there's some gorgeous scenery. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was that one, the last one of the river down below. The big
where they're standing there on opposite sides of it somehow.
I think they made a mistake on that.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out, but apparently it did.
Well, it didn't really.
They just wanted to have that river in the middle because it looked so cool, right?
It's between them instead of having both on one side.
They were like, yelling at each other across it for sure.
Yeah. No,
so, what did you? Now, you said that in general you liked it, but it's sort of middle. What did you not like? Was it the pacing? Was it a little slow for you, or what did you find that wasn't as effective for you?
No, some of it was sort of. I've almost used the word hokey a couple of times with some of the some of the things that they were doing, and again it was like more just kind of just steady moving along, and there was not much going on sometimes, but no, not that it wasn't. What I did then is just look at the scenery.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was about. They wanted to show the scenery, or because another planet, they wanted you to understand what it looked like. And if that's the case, well, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Did you ever think they were on Earth?
No.
And they did. It's funny because obviously I've seen it a few times, so it's something I look at and look for in it. And there are times where they drop lines sort of hinting at the idea. They certainly, like at the beginning, Taylor's talking about the fact that, he wonders if they blew themselves up and things like that, dropping hints towards the end.
Right.
But they also sort of drop some hints around the idea that they might be on Earth. Just like there were... just little things, but then they immediately walk it back. Like they want to keep you from knowing it.
Yeah, well, I did pick up that. You know, the only thing that might be, well, if I looked at the scenery, then they're on Earth.
Of course, but I mean, that's why they're filming it, right?
Yeah, but they have to. But I mean, they're trying to make it look like another planet, and they do, but because of the configurations, I've seen a lot of that.
I was going to say, I'm sure you've, I mean, and it's...
down in New Mexico and down in
Arizona, yeah. It's definitely going to look familiar. I mean, it's, you know...
Structurally and that sort of
right,
thing.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of places like that, Colorado, and anyways, No,
it was, it's what I enjoy, and like I said, I did dig into all the sequels. It's one where I knew the ending. I'm sure it was one where I knew the ending before I even saw the movie. Just one of those things that just gets into the pop culture, and you just kind of, you know what's going to happen before.
Well, I already know what the sequel is. So.
I know, you're ahead of the game.
I probably won't watch that.
No, no. If we were watching like a 1,000 movies, I don't even know if the sequels would be on that list. Like, we're not going to watch 1,000 movies. But I wish you would, but...
Well, I'm not sure. I'd look like that lady. What's her name? That was...
Stewart. Thank you. Oh, you got a good memory. Woo.
Stewart. I would look like her.
Yeah.
Instead of the good-looking guy that I am.
That's right. And I guess, they're fun. I enjoyed them, and but I saw them when I was a kid, and I saw them. It was like, you know, like I said, I enjoyed.
Low stress movie,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, I didn't want to overtax you.
Well, even that
Nightmare on Elm Street.
On Elm Street, there was no part. Only very little blood. There was a couple of times he opened them up, and something come out of him. But there really isn't. It wasn't. I didn't call it a slasher movie, but anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
this one was.
And this one was,
a few gunshots and a few people falling down the cliff.
Some of the guerrillas he took one out, but that wasn't going to get him very far. There was plenty to back them up for sure.
Oh yeah. There was a whole bunch of them.
All right.
I don't know whatever happened. We never saw when they rounded up all those people.
Yep.
You know, what were they? Were they humans?
I think they were human. They were humans, and I guess the humans had been forced by the apes to devolve in a way, like they lost their
that's what it was.
They lost their ability to speak, and I think because probably as a matter of self-defense, as the apes rose in evolution.
They evolved upwards, and the other ones evolved downwards. That makes sense.
Something like
that. I thought that, but I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, and then I guess most of them were killed, right? Like that was like Zaius was saying, like they're just culling. They're just like keeping the humans
culling the herd.
Yeah, that was it. Just keep the human population low because they're a scourge on the earth.
They were just meat, weren't they? No, they weren't meat. They were
I don't think
animals.
Yeah, they're animals. You got it. Yeah, they're just And I mean, obviously, a big part of the movie is besides the idea of anti-war was obviously a big part of it, but also it was how we're treating, people. Animals.
Yeah, animals. And even people, I think.
Yeah, people for sure. There was definitely some ideas around religion versus science, and some of the things that were important. Well, they're important all the time, but they were significant in the 60s especially, right?
68,
All right. Well, I don't know if there's anything left to say about that one.
No, I don't think so.
The remake sucked. The new series has some fun moments and kind of follows the other stuff, but we're not going to watch any of that anytime soon at all.
No.
All right. Well, I guess we're ready for our vote then.
Do you know how I'm going to vote?
That's a good question. I think you are going to vote thumbs up because you're a positive person. Even though you didn't love it, I think you're more likely to lean towards up than down, and there's nothing in it that wasn't good. It just wasn't great.
Okay.
That's my impression. I will see what happens. Okay. All right. Well, Planet of the Apes, what are we doing? Hey, positive people. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come back next week. We'll have something awesome again.
And I'll be on my best behavior.
Well, as good as it can be. All right. Bye.